And look, hey, we back in the building. So another day, another transfer. We are now up to 31 transfers. 31 transfers, and this transfer hurts. This transfer hurts. Look, I'm going live tonight, y'all. I'm gonna put everything in my Facebook group, my Big Tiger Media group, and I'm gonna get y'all guys in there. I want y'all on tonight. I want y'all. I'm gonna put a link in my group, and I'm gonna get y'all guys in because I want to get your input. I want to get your input. But look, I'm going live again tonight. We're gonna go live for a long time tonight. We're gonna talk about it. But as of right now, we have another dog. Now, this, in my eyes, this was a dog. This guy was special to me. So I got some emotion in this. I know emotions make you cry sometimes. A man shouldn't be emotional, but damn it, right now I am. Cause one of the guys from my hometown, y'all know one of my biggest stories was about Omar White, Bull Man, the big 300 pounder. He was coming to Colorado. He committed Colorado. And when he committed, his teammate, Eric Brantley, committed too. Eric was not as big as Omar, but Eric had more like hardware. Eric was like defensive player of the year, I think 3 or 4 years straight. Like, he's a dog. And he had flashes at Colorado. Remember, this guy is really still should be here, a senior in high school, but he's on the college campus. He's playing. I seen him recover fumble. I seen him beat some guys on pass rushes. I didn't see all his plays. I seen him mess up. I saw the other day when he got through into Coach Sapp. Like, Warren Sapp caught him like this. Like, you're like, what the hell going on? So he plays at a high level. He was a little undersized, but he was a dog. My nickname for him was the Wolverine. He was a guy that's gonna give it your all. He'll go against anybody, and most of the time he was gonna come out on top. So I want to see him in the spring game, and I'm so mad about all of this. Even all these guys that jumped into the portal, I wanted them to stay. If you're gonna jump into the portal, at least play your spring game. Play your spring game so you can get some good tape, and for you can really see how you measure up before you jump in the portal. But I have reached out to a few people from my hometown. I'm expecting to get some calls back, trying to get some more information. I played ball on the same team Eric and Omar White played for, so I know a lot of people that's still a part of that school system. I know a lot of people, so I know I'm gonna get a lot of information. I'm just waiting on it. Now Omar moved there. Eric has been there since he was a baby, so I know I'm gonna get more information on Eric because more people know him because he's been there his whole life. But what I'm learning so far, and we're gonna talk about this tonight. We're gonna go in depth tonight. But what I'm learning so far, some of the stuff while these guys are transferring is not necessarily Coach Prime's fault. It's not Coach Prime's fault. Let me say this one more time. It's not Coach Prime's fault. Some of these guys are transferring because they have individual goals or individual interests that they trying to appease. Now y'all got to understand something. Colorado is competing against over 100 schools for these guys' services, right? And tonight I'm gonna do the comments. I gotta be in like 3 hours, so I can't be on for so long, and I can't get into the comments like I normally do. But and I want to get some of y'all on here, man. Diggs, I want to get you on this live, man. A lot of people, Sensei, a lot of y'all that's rocking with me. I want to get y'all on these lives, man. I want to get y'all some real back and forth because I feel like y'all got knowledge of the game and y'all in tune to what's going on in Colorado and college football. But what I'm hearing so far, what I'm getting, and this is just not Eric, this is all of the guys, because I listened to a few other podcasts today. All of the guys all these guys are leaving for different reasons. One reason that popped up that I heard, I was like, oh, I didn't think about that. Y'all know one thing that's legal in Colorado? In Colorado, it's legal to smoke weed, right? A lot of these young kids smoke weed heavily now, right? I heard a lot of kids went to Colorado thinking they was going to be able to smoke. And Coach Prime is like, no, we ain't smoking at all. It's against the rules. It's against violation. So Coach Prime is holding everybody to a standard. And these guys were like, well, I smoked in high school. I was good. I should be able to smoke now. I don't know if they understand you got testing. And sometimes they'll even do stuff where they'll watch you pee in the cup. So he's like, it's a no smoking clause. A lot of these kids have been smoking. Think about it. These kids are the kids that was in 8th grade when a lot of this weed was starting to get legalized. So they listening to, oh, weed legal now. And they smoking. They smoking in schools, and they're not getting kicked out anymore. I got a friend that has a son that smokes all the time. And he has a scholarship. And I was thinking to myself, like, how's that gonna work? But it's working. Like, he's still in college. He's been there for 2 years. So it's a different world now. It's a different world. Even when I was in college, I knew some guys that smoked weed. But now they do it on a different level. So Coach Prime is saying, hey, look, I'm not going to allow that. Some of these other schools will. Can we blame Coach Prime for that? Is that a good? Y'all let me know in the chats. Is that good that he's holding to a standard, or is that bad? Because from what I heard a long time ago, they said weed is a gateway drug. I don't really believe that, but for some people, it could be the gateway drug. And I remember Nipsey Hussle said he should smoke weed, and he said he had to stop doing it because when he was in meetings and stuff, he could tell his mind was moving a little slow. And I done tooted a little bit here and there. In my day, I done ate a gummy before my day, or a brownie or something, and it does slow you down. I am not as productive if I go to a place where we're gonna be at a resort and all this for a few days. I know I'm not going out, whatever, and my friends having a celebration. They like, look, man, we got some gummies or whatever. I might partake, right? And the times I did partake, I couldn't really function the next day. So I know if it's affecting my body like that, and I got a high motor, it's gonna affect a lot of people the same way. I mean, everybody might can still function through it. Some people, like Ricky Williams, he said it helped him. Percy Harvin, he said it helped him. Even like Percy Harvin. Cam was just talking about this on the Club Shay Shay. How Percy Harvin's he was smoking at Florida before all the games. He talked about it in the NFL. That was over 10 years ago. He never got busted. So a lot of these kids like, look, I know people that smoke. They got away with it. I'm going to get away with it. Because Prime is like, nah, we finna do it the right way. I'm trying to keep you out of harm's way. It's a lot of stuff that goes on when you start dibbling and dabbling in different kind of things, right? Even though they say it's legal, it's still other stuff that's tied to that. So I want to keep y'all away from that. I don't blame him for that. Do y'all blame him for holding kids to a standard? I just want y'all to know with that right there, like, I can't blame him for that. I can't. Because I've seen a lot of guys that had potential that went down that road. But I will say this too. I know a lot of people that's talented, that's all over the place. They got a temper, but when they smoke, it calms them down and they can let stuff ride. Stuff don't bother them. So some people like that, sometimes it's called medicating yourself. And some people, it benefits them. So I can't say everybody should walk the same line. If you know you got to smoke, I'm just saying this right here. If you're thinking about getting in that port and going to Colorado, that might not be the place for you. Hear me. If you're thinking about going to Colorado and you know you're a smoker, you might not want to go to Colorado. All right? That's one thing. If you go into Colorado and you want to be the featured person this year, that might not happen. That might not happen unless you can change your name to Travis Hunter or Shedeur. That might not happen. Everybody else is gonna share time. Everybody else is gonna split and share. Now if you go there and you show everybody you the best of the best, I think he's gonna play you. Like we will find out with Miller. We're gonna find out. Right now, Miller is showing everybody he's the best wide receiver option at his position right now. So if he gets a bunch of snaps and they let him play and they let him do his thing, I'm gonna say, okay, he's staying to the formula. Once he find out he got a true dog, a true standout at a position, you're gonna get all the time you want. Now we'll know. But as of right now, it's kind of up in the air. I thought the plan was we're going to showcase our seniors, the guys that got 1 year, try to get them to the NFL and next group up. That's what I thought it was. But I'm seeing now that might not be the case. We found that out with McCaskill. But I also heard some stuff about McCaskill. I heard he started out good, and then he ended up, his knee was swelling a little bit or something. They had to wrap his knee, and then he had on a yellow jersey. So I don't know if he had a yellow jersey on because he was banged up, or did he have the yellow jersey on just for a precaution? I don't know that. I'm not in the camp, but I'm just going by what I'm hearing on some of these podcasts. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm listening to stuff, and if you want to be a bell cow back, and we're passing offense, and the coaching staff is still got to protect you at practice, how they gonna let you be the bell cow back in the game? Because now that's how you got injured the first time. I think I'm not for sure, but I'm just throwing stuff out there, right? Throwing stuff out there, but it's kind of lining up where it seemed like Coach Prime was actually trying to protect them. But I also heard he was running down on kickoffs, and I heard other people say that wasn't him running down on kickoff. That was the linebacker running down on kickoff. Both of them actually entered the transfer portal at the same time. That's ironic, both the 22s. But so if Coach Prime was trying to protect him, and this is not I'm trying to protect Coach Prime thing, but if he was trying to protect him and saying, look, man, you don't look like you're 100%. I'm going to give you some carries here and there. I'm going to let you showcase your talent, but I'm not going to overuse you because I don't think you're ready for all this abuse. When he gets to the NFL, I don't think he's going to be a bell cow because they don't even really do that in the NFL no more, right? Those days of one guy getting out of carries are almost gone in the NFL. So he was kind of preparing him for the NFL. I'm just looking at it I'm taking a step back. I'm taking my emotions out of it, and I'm just looking at it like, maybe him only getting like 7 to 10 carries a game, maybe that would have been good for him. Because now he get to showcase his talent, and then if he have a good pro day, he might make it onto somebody's team. Now you won't go as high as you want to go, but you might make it on somebody's team. So I was thinking about that. The other thing why I heard a lot of guys are transferring out. Schools, and I don't understand how this is happening. But they're saying schools are willing to pay kids more than what Colorado is willing to pay them. So now if a school, let's say like a school, I'm just going to make up a school. I'm going to say Ball State because that's the school that Jason Whitlock went to. And if you recruited Jason Whitlock, you probably don't got good morals. So we're going to go with that, right? So let's say Ball State look at one of these guys that Coach Prime brought in, and he said, this guy could play for us right now. But on Colorado, we seeing he like on third string. We wanted this guy. We know this guy ain't happy with being on third string, and we can get in contact with him and let him know, look, you can come here, and Colorado paying you. I think all these dudes are getting a little bit of money when they go to college now. It's like a basic package. Like I heard like the dudes that go to Utah, they got a basic package of like I think it's like $2,500 a month that they're gonna get. I want to say that's right. Don't quote me on that because it's been some months since I had this conversation. But I know it's over. I know it's 2,000 or higher that they get a month, right? It might be 2,000 on the head, but this is if you're not a starter, you just on the team, scholarship player, 2,000, right? Not a 5-star, not a quarterback, just a guy that just came onto the team, and you're a freshman. You got to work your way up the list, right? So if Ball State look at one of our players and say, he can help us win right now, and we got this in the budget, we can pay this guy $5,000 a month and tell him he's guaranteed to start. He can come in and compete for a starting position. It's your job to lose right now. You think a kid won't take that? I'm gonna get more money and more playing time. Why not? Why not? So that's what I'm hearing, y'all. I'm hearing it's a combination of people not buying in. So recruits that want to come to Colorado, you got to buy in. It's kind of like the Patriot way. You got to buy in. You might not make, and Coach Prime has already said this, I can't pay y'all. We don't have a lot of money. So they can't pay you as much as some of these other schools can. You might not get all the playing time that you want to get, right? Because y'all see we got so many guys coming in, and I believe we're gonna get 7 more guys that are gonna come in through the transfer portal, and I believe they're gonna be starters or they're gonna be high guys coming out of high school, like high 4 and 5-star guys coming out of high school. Like I just seen the guy from USC, a big lineman. He's from Clearwater, Florida. He was at USC for 1 year. He was a 4-star. He might be one of the guys that might come to Colorado. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that's the kind of guys I think they're going to go for. Guys got 3 more years left to play. He was a 4-star coming out, 5-star coming out. And you want to be a part of what we got going on. So I feel like he can go and get 3 or 4 more guys that fit that kind of, or he might get some guys from these small D2 schools that's playing at a high level. Some of these HBCUs that's playing at a high level, but you're not getting the same kind of exposure. The world don't know about you. So a lot of those guys, they're not getting paid either. So those guys might come up and make a splash. But if you want to smoke weed, if you want to get paid a whole lot of money, and if you want to start and get all the reps, and if you don't want to buy in and do it the Colorado way, you don't need to come to Colorado. You don't need to come to Colorado because it's not going to work out for you. Does it make sense? And like it's starting to sink in now. I'm seeing the team get better. Do I like it that these players are leaving? Oh, and I will continue to cover these players. I'm a player kind of guy. I was a player. I've never been an organization. I've always been a player, right? I was a coach a little while too. Coach T, what they called me. So I'm always rooting for players. I want the player to win because I know the organizations, most of the time they're going to win because they ain't going nowhere. Somebody call me. Somebody trying to call me, y'all. But so I'm gonna continue to follow these players that's leaving because I support them. I want them to win in life. And if they make a left turn and it ends up bad for them, I might say something. I might not say nothing because I don't want to just pile on nobody when they already down. But if they go to another school and they excel and they do great, I'm gonna report on them. I'm gonna watch some games and see what they do. Just like the guy that left last year, Lamonius Craig, I watched him. The defensive end Upshaw, I think. He left and he went to UCLA, I want to say. Or he went to Arizona. Arizona. Yeah, I think he went to Arizona. And I followed them guys just to see what they was gonna do, to see what they could have did to Colorado, would they would have made a difference for us. So Colorado is my #1 team that I'm gonna watch every week. But I'm gonna peek at Syracuse. I'm gonna peek at some of these other schools. I'm gonna peek at Georgia State, Notre Dame. I'm gonna watch some of these other schools to see. Georgia, Florida State. I'm gonna watch some of these schools to see. Like the linebacker in London that left Colorado and went back to Florida State. I'm gonna watch and see, does he have a good season? And if he does, I'm happy for him. If he doesn't, we might talk about it. We might. But look, y'all, appreciate y'all for rocking with me, man. We got 100 people on the live. I'm loving the energy. I'm loving the support. But I'm going to go live tonight, and I'm going to bring in some friends tonight. And if y'all want to go live with me, follow my group on Facebook, or I don't know how to share it on Twitter yet, y'all. I'm old. I don't know how to do all this stuff. But follow my group on Facebook, Big Tiger Media, and I'm going to put the link in there. When I put the link in there, I'm going to tell guys, look, hey, y'all go hit the link. If y'all want to jump in, I want to hear your side of the story. And I'll give y'all like 10 minutes to ride out and do what you do. All right? So y'all rock out with me. I'm going to rock out with y'all. Because it's not about what I think. It's about what y'all think. Because I know y'all so much smarter than me. Y'all so much smarter than me. But hey, I'll see y'all later on tonight, man. I'm out of here. Gone.